What's up, YouTube? Top City 5401 here, and I'm back from a week vacation in Panama City Beach, Florida. Had a great time. Went to a local card shop while I was there, so I'll show a few cards off that I got there. I spent $26 on all these cards. I think I did really well. It's always fun to go to a card shop, check out the scene at other places, kind of talk with the owners and see what people are doing there. When I was in the card shop, the owner was busy with someone that came in with like 3 Jim Palmer rookie cards, and they were having a conversation on what the owner wanted to sell them for and what the card shop owner, the owner of the Jim Palmer cards, wanted for him and what the card shop owner was willing to pay for him. So it was interesting to hear that conversation. Also, they just happened to be talking about 90s cards, and the owner referred to them as junk wax. Man, there's a lot of great cards in the 90s, guys. I actually have a few that I picked up at that card shop. Whenever you hear a card shop owner say 90s cards are junk wax, you're sure to find some cool stuff in a dollar box. So I'll show you what I picked up in the dollar box. But first of all, this was a dollar box pickup, this mini Hank Aaron. Of course, that's not from the 90s, but a really cool card. The black border mini Ginter. And then I found this Shohei Ohtani in a dollar box. Thought that was a cool card. Went ahead and picked it up. And then this Mark David McGuire shiny card. What up, Eric? Oakland A's 915. Man, that card is cool. And then the shop owner had mentioned to me that he was from St. Louis. I told him I like pool holes. That's just a quick conversation we had. I told him I like pool holes and McGuire, so picked up this cool pool holes card. That's a nice looking card. That was $1. In okay, and here's another card, couple of more cards I found for $1. So this card here, the Diamond Cuts Tony Gwynn, $1. Heck yeah, all day long. So a nice 90s pickup. Probably more like a $20 card. So sweet card. Love that. Love the die cuttage. And then this card is pretty sick. Found it for $1. It is a 1996 Stadium Club Extreme Player Winners Gold. And this card you would fill out and send into Topps, and they would redeem it for the redemption card. But the actual, or for the card that this one you can redeem for. This card is actually pretty tough. Most of them got sent in for redemption. And I love that foil. They did a good job on the redemption cards. They're very collectible post-redemption. And I'm glad Topps did it that way. Another card I found, another 90, a couple of more 90s pickups. This one I found in for $3. It's a Star Quest triple of Derek Jeter, 1999 Upper Deck Choice Star Quest, or UD Choice, Collector's Choice Star Quest. That's the triple. Of course, the home run is numbered to 100, but for $3, are you kidding me? Don't call my 90s cards junk, fellas, because I'm gonna dig through your dollar box if I hear an owner say that. And then here's another one, a Fortune 15 Ken Griffey Jr. Topps Chrome. Paid $5. This one I paid about full retail for it. It's not that rare of a card, but I just thought it's beautiful. Lots of etching, not the refractor. The refractor is numbered to 100, but still really nice looking card of Griffey in a Mariners uniform. Oh, this is another dollar box find. I couldn't believe I found this in a dollar box. This Nolan Arenado Atomic Refractor. I forget what they call this set, but it looks like the top right and bottom left corner of the card, or probably by the time this video shows, it'll be the top left and bottom right of the card, look like they've been burnt off. Super sick card. That's the Atomic Parallel. So found that for $1. And then I got a couple of cool Trouts. These were, this one was $1 too. This Mike Trout, Allen and Ginter, and this is the A and G back. So a little tougher to find than the regular minis. And then these were $5 each. This card is just, I couldn't believe it, $5. I'll take it all day long. This Donruss Optic, and man, I wish the shine would show up. I'm going to flip the camera on just so I can do the shine some justice. Presents much better from this point of view. But look at that shine. Dang. From Donruss Optic. I don't know what they call this parallel, but I call it sick. So that card is awesome. And then I got another one. And this one's numbered to 99. And then I found this one. This is from regular Donruss, Panini Donruss. And this one's numbered to 100. Also $5. So anytime you can pick up a Trout card for $5, especially if it's got shine, but even with or without the shine, man, that's $10 right there. I mean, who would rather have $10 than these two cards? I certainly would rather have these two cards than $10. This one's a little bit acetate as well, or it is acetate. Really cool card. So got those, and now on to the Bonds cards. I guess I'll just keep the camera in this configuration now. So these are mail days. So in my Bonds group, someone reached out to me and had a few cards available for sale. This was an extra. He threw this card in as an extra. Gentleman's name was Johnny. So this card is sick. It's a primary colors from 2001 Donruss, numbered to 50. So this one I already have. He threw that in as that's a hell of an extra, guys. But the cards I purchased, another 2001 Donruss Elite primary colors. This card is tough. So in the primary color set, they have the yellow, the blue, and the red. Obviously, those are the primary colors. And one's die cut and one isn't. And every card has a different print run. Well, the red die cut is the one numbered to 25, and I didn't have it in my collection. I do now. Beautiful card there. The blue die cut's to 50, and the yellow die cut's to 100. Or no, the yellow die, yeah, and then the yellow non-die cut is the one numbered to 25. So I tracked this one down. Really, really pumped to track these two down. And then the red non-die cut is numbered to like 250, and the, no, 950 or some weird numbering, and the blue non-die cut's numbered to like 200 or 250. So there's a bigger discrepancy in how many copies were made in the non-die cut cards, and then all the die cut cards are numbered to 100 or less. Anyway, that's the 2001 Donruss primary colors. Love those cards. And then when I was in Panama City, Florida, I just happened to hop on eBay. I only went on eBay like once or twice the whole week. And this was a card I actually had put on my watch list before I left. And there was like an hour left on it, and this card was sitting at $42. So I said, what the hell? I'll put in a low offer bid. And I didn't think much of it. And a few hours later, bam, got an email. I won this card. I was shocked. I think my bid was $49. It sold for $46. But this is one of those beautiful 1998 Tech diffractors. The print run on these is estimated between 10 and 20 copies per. Of course, there were 90 patterns, 89 known patterns, 90 patterns total. I think it's like pattern number 49 of all the players has never been discovered. So my theory is either they're all in one box, a super hot box that's never been opened, or they don't exist. One or the other. That would have to be a hot case, actually, because there would be 10 to 20 cards of each player. And there are, I think, 100 cards set. Anyway, this card is sick. The diffractor, won this at auction while I was in Panama City, Florida. So that's it for the cards. I'll talk a little bit about my trip. So when I was down in Panama City, it was really fun. I had a great time at the card shop. So my wife, she has family there, and her cousin, Jacob, hooked us up with a dolphin tour. So we went on a boat and drove around, and I was able to hop in the ocean and hang out with dolphins. I didn't get too close to them, but I was swimming around where they were at, and they were swimming under me and around me, and that was a blast. When I got back on the boat, because I got tired, I was swimming a lot, I bit it, And I thought when I first fell, I thought I broke my hip. But luckily, I'm in good shape and I'm all recovered now. My knee's a little messed up. I'm limping a little bit, but I think it's just a bruise, nothing catastrophic like I thought at first. And then when I was talking to Jacob, my wife's cousin, he was telling me back in 1990 era, he lived in Miami. I mean, he's from Florida, and he knew Jose Canseco. And he was telling me this hilarious story about Jose Canseco was in Key West, Florida. And at the time, I guess he had a house near Miami. So he called Jacob up, and he called Jacob Bruce because they used to do like, they used to practice martial arts together. And so he called him Bruce. Jacob's like half Asian. So, he called him Bruce for Bruce Lee. And he wanted Bruce or Jacob to go pick him up at Key West in the middle of the night. And he had to break into Jose Canseco's house and get past the security guards and, go past all the security guards and everything. Funny ass story, guys. I wish I could tell it as good as Jacob could. But I guess they were pretty good friends at that time. The stories he was telling about Canseco are just as I know of Canseco, the way he acts, interacts with fans, kind of the way he is. It was total Jose Canseco story. So that was fun to talk a little bit about Jose Canseco and talk a little. He's not really even a baseball fan that much. It's funny. Everybody in Florida loves college football. That was like the big thing. College football, wrestling, and NASCAR are like the big sports that my wife's cousin Jacob follows. But anyways, it was a great vacation. Sun, tan, I'm tired. I don't travel well, guys. Traveling wears me the hell out. So I'm going to go out with a few of my favorite pickups. Well, I got a cool mail day while I was gone. It's always fun to stop in at a local card shop. And guys, I got to tell you, my wife is a gem. Because before we even left for this trip, she was scouting out all the local card shops. And she was determined to go to a card shop with me. She really wanted me to go to a card shop. My wife is such a sweetheart, guys. So anyway, I got to tip my hat that she did all that for me. She kind of really, really wanted to make sure I went to a card shop. I would have happily not gone. But she just knows I love this hobby. My wife supports this hobby, and I'm very lucky. So, guys, that's it for now. Thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, until next time, happy collecting.